Great question here from Paul asking about, is range practice worth it? Bearing in mind outside, no, we haven't got flat lies and all those kind of things. Is it worth playing more rounds and grind it out? Thanks Paul, great question. So all those levels of practice are worth it. Yeah, there's definitely a transition from in here on a mat and a range to out on the golf course. So if you're not very good at sloping lies, getting out there and practice sloping lies will be like really important. If I take it from me here, I don't feel I get on sloping lies and my game is worse than it should be, as in a sloping lie is harder, but it's all relative. It goes down. I'm not going all downhill lie and all of a sudden my game drops down here. What I'm doing in here, and this is where the range can work really well, I've put it on a hole as well, just to show you what I mean. So I'm actually hitting to a green. I would normally just hit to a range. I'm practicing a movement pattern. So I'm trying to get out of my lead side quicker. So I'm not really fussed about strike within reason, hitting green if it goes left or right at this stage. I'm drilling a movement pattern that feels awkward. So I'm trying to adjust something that comes subconsciously to then make it, the new movement, subconscious. And that's where range practice is brilliant. Block, practice, repeat, 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 repeat. And obviously not for everyone, but certainly for me and for lots of students, that repeat, repeat, repeat allows me to then get on the course and play more in the subconscious, and then play more in the moment of the lie and the weather and the score, those kind of things. So is one better than the other? Well, it depends what you're trying to move, what needle you're trying to shift. For me, trying to shift a movement pattern, I want to measure. I want to measure to see if that movement pattern is changing. For you at a range, if you're trying to see a draw because you fade everything, you're only going to have, let's say you're practicing with your driver. I mean, if you go out and play, you're going to have what? Let's say you have 40 shots on 9 holes, and let's say nearly 20 of them are putts, and then you've got some chips as well in there. I mean, you're not actually hitting many shots, and it's going to take an hour and a half. Where on a range, in half an hour, I can really block practice some ideas, some movement pattern ideas, work in, watch the shape of my shots, try and then take them to the course. I'm not watching where it goes, obviously. Now, what is best for you, the average watcher? I do find if I didn't have much time, so I was playing like once every 2 weeks and not much time to practice in between, I would feel like I would have a bit of block practice, half an hour in a week if I could. And then I would definitely like to hit some balls on a golf course before I then go and play in something I care about. So go and play 4 holes and just see some patterns, feel some slopes, feel some connections with the ground. Is one better than the other? I think you'll find it's very horses for courses. I think you'll find as well, I don't want to be thinking as hard as I'm thinking in here, so on the range, about trying to change a movement, so trying to change the way I move dramatically out on the course. Because if I'm doing that on the course of everything else I'm thinking about, then I don't even feel like I'm playing golf. I feel like I'm getting paralyzed a little bit. So I can feel paralyzed in here, work through the, the mental paralyzing of, oh, is it there, is it there? What kind of shot does that feel? Because then when I get on the golf course, I want to then try and take that to the course. So there you go, there's a weak cut off to the right. I felt that. I don't think it wasn't that I moved incorrectly, I just didn't time it. But I felt quite happy with how I moved. On the golf course, you're just going to be unhappy with that shot. I know I need to hit loads of them so I can get to that golf course and then just turn off the paralyzing thoughts and go subconscious. Find what works best for you, always the best way. But a mixture of block, definitely with some playing, is a great mixture. And if you haven't got much time, I would definitely like to see a few shots out on a course and, like I say, feel some grass. Because I just think when you get out there and it matters, you've got some data to call on that's real. Thanks for the question. Let me know if it helps. Remember, this is my Ask Golf Guru channel, everybody, not my Mark Russell channel. So give it a subscribe if you haven't already. Loads of videos coming on here, and they're just about you, answering your questions.